Dara and welcome to my channel. Today I have a new backdrop and I'm so happy. I don't know what to say. Anyway, I'm still adjusting with the lights, focusing, and you know, my entire me. But I'm happy that I have this, something for a change, and it doesn't get that boring using the same wall from before. So I did this look. I used my lipstick for my eyes. It's my work lipstick actually. I used all those makeup that I have from before. So I hope that you like it. This is also a hack just in case you don't have enough makeup products, or if you're eyeing to some of these makeups that I have used from before, and if you really don't know what to do first. So anyway, let's enjoy this, whatever. I don't know, I'm talking gibberish. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's proceed to the video, but before we go, please don't forget to subscribe in my channel and let's see the video together. I already have my brows on because that's the longest in my makeup routine that I'm spending my time with. I use the Total Temptation Brow Definer from Maybelline, and it's always been my favorite since it got released. So I think I finished 5 of these. I think the product inside is short, so I finish it that fast, or my brows are just being so sparse that I have to fill that up a lot using a lot of product. Now I proceed with putting on the rest of my makeup. I'm going to put on the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline. I love this primer, but it's kind of thick, so I wait for like around a minute to let it penetrate into my skin and dry so I can put on my foundation smoothly. For my face, I'm going to use the Big Easy More Than BB from Benefit. This is an old summer favorite because I don't like to put a lot of oil or cream on my face. I love this because it just turns into a powder after I apply it on my face, and it looks so fresh and very natural. So I'm going to just distribute this to my face very quickly. I used to use just a brush because when I had this in summer, mostly I go to the beach or I have a quick lunch with my friends. So this has been my super favorite. I also found an old Lucas Papaw. It's almost finished. I think that's the reason why it's just on the side. I always put this on my lips before anything else. I'll make sure that my lips is very hydrated before I put on makeup. And next, I also have a Tarte Shape Tape. I always use this in most of my videos. This is my first love, but I'm also in love with the Makeup Revolution. It's like a dupe, or it has the same, almost the same formula as the Tarte Shape Tape. But for this one, I always set aside when it's almost finished. I don't want it to really finish it, you know? So I have something on the side just in case I lost one, or I happen to leave my makeup in the car, or I leave it in my flight. This is a beauty blender that I use before I leave the house. I also have something that I use when I leave for my flight, and when we moved apartments, I just set this aside and I realized I'm not using it anymore, so this is what I'm using right now. For my under eyes, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I have this mini size that I always bring with me. I really don't like to bake in my under eyes because I just find it too drying. We don't really have to bake every time we are putting makeup, but it's a personal preference of the individual person putting on their makeup or how they glam themselves. For me, I just press and set the makeup that I really wanted to stay in my face. I'm going to contour a little bit because I found the very first contour stick that I ever used. This is the NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm in the shade medium. I'm not going to go further here because I have a scar here in the middle, so I'll just apply that or use a beauty blender to spread it all over. Put it a little bit here. I think this stick is about to expire. Not kidding. And it's about to finish anyway. So, do you want to use a brush? Let me use this beauty blender instead. I like to let this sit there a little bit, and I'm going to go around where I'm going to contour. And then now I'm just gonna gently dab it. So while I'm baking, I'm going to do my eyes first. For my transition shade, I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to use this as well for my cheeks later on. At the moment, I'm going to do my eye makeup, which I'm still thinking what to do with that. If you're following and you wanted to get some tips on how to do your eye makeup or where to start, how to put all your makeup together without buying anything from the store, so try to make use as well with the rest of the products that you're using. It doesn't mean that one product is just particularly for one part of your face. So now I'm going to use first my bronzer as my transition shade. So I'm using this as a transition shade because it's going to define my eyelids. It's going to give definition on my eyes. So as you can see, I just put a little bit of it and it's already building up the lines of my crease, and that already gave a life to your eyes. So I'm gonna be hard a little bit at the inner corners of my eyes. For my eyes, I'm going to use my work lipstick as my eyeshadow. I would say this is also a hack if you wanted to put color in your makeup and you don't have those colorful eyeshadow palettes. Of course, you always stick with the nudes, which are completely perfect, most wanted, and I love them too. But tonight I just want it to be vibrant because I have a new backdrop, which I'm really loving this. And of course, I didn't know that I would have this backdrop. Like, accidentally, my husband and I just found out that we can actually use my wall as my backdrop other than just putting up a lot of colors behind me. And you know, we were just playing with colors the other day and I asked him, where is my beauty spot? So he said, none. Because he was really like eager to put some frames around, and I said, you should have one spot to leave it for me so I can decorate or really put something so nice, change the backdrop of my old videos. And he said, why don't you just put on lights to the wall? And I said, yeah, let's try. And then I tried. And I just came back then from work and all of a sudden I thought, ooh, let me do this. So yeah, if you can see one of my photos in my Instagram, I just uploaded that I'll be doing a video tonight, which I didn't expect that I'll be really using a lipstick. By then, I was just using a lipstick as well. But I took it from my lips, you know, because I came back from work, I just combed my hair down and I just put a gloss and that's it. That was my makeup from work. So I think tonight this will do as well since this is here. Anyway, I've been talking a lot, so let's do this. I'm first going to put it at the back of my hand because I want to control whatever I'm putting on my eyes. I can't change this video if something happens. So I'll just tap this slowly, and I was just using a very small amount of lipstick in my eyes first just to see if it's really, is it really vibrant, or do I need to switch and run outside, get my makeup palette or get some color, or just cancel this video. Now I'm going to blend it using a small fluffy brush. So let me just go around it very quickly before it dries. So So I'll continue building it up. I'm going back to the lipstick that I placed at the back of my hand and add some more colors here. So I already know how much redness that it will leave in my eyes. And I promise you, you won't look like somebody punched in your eyes. I am smoking it out, and I'm also using the brush that I applied the bronzer as my transition shade. So lastly, I'm going to tap whatever is left in my brush. Now I'm just going to quickly do the other side and I'll be back. To highlight the lower part of my brows and also put on my inner corners, I'm going to use this Bone shade from Hema. Right there. And then I'll extend it up. I'm going to line my eye very quickly using the Highliner Gel Crayon from Marc Jacobs. I'm not going to make a wing because I'm giving way for my eyeshadow to do the wing. I'll just apply this very thinly. So I'm going to quickly curl my lashes. For my mascara, I'm going to use my favorite Perversion from Decay. To complete my eye look, I'm going to put on my lashes very quickly and I'll be right back. Now that my eye makeup look is done, I'm going to continue with the rest of my face. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Mostly I have mini sizes, especially when the product is new or it just got introduced in the market, or if it's the first time that I've seen it before. I hope there's still some left. Or my fluffy brush can still dig it in. So I'm just going to apply this downwards. This bronzer just complements whatever contour shade that I'm using. I'm using this to snatch my nose. I just realized that I used it for my eyeshadow and there's something red on it, so let me just grab a new brush. Before I put on my blush, I'm first going to put on my highlight, and I used to use a Benefit highlight from this mini. To be honest, until now I don't know which of their products is in here, which I'm so in love with, and every time I use this I always get a compliment. So let me just go back to memory lane where everybody wants my makeup. Because of this, I'm gonna show you what I have. For the rest of my face, I'm going to highlight using this Peach and Glow palette, and I'm just going to put it on my chin, my Cupid's bow. I also like to highlight my lips. You know, it's going to be easy to line. There. There you go. For my blush, I'm going to use the Too Faced Love Flush, and I'm in the shade I Will Always Love You. And if you can see, I tried to save it so hard, and just when we moved apartments, it fell down the floor. You know, but I still have some left because this has been my favorite and I love the shade. Anyway, it's worth it. And I've been loving this anyway. Let me just quickly apply it. Tap tap. I like this to blend with my highlighter. That's why I always put my highlighter first and then the blush, so it just illuminates from underneath. Let me just clean it up, whatever harsh lines there is. using a clean brush and inspect all sides where nothing is being noticed. Not until I finish this video and I realize that it's not a nice video. And I still continue doing it. I like to put a little blush on my forehead to look like I'm a morena, but pinkish. Not really, I just like it. It's like giving a life to my highlight. I'm going to line my lips using this PS Beauty lip liner, and it doesn't have a name, but it looks like it is Old Rose color, Old Rose shade. And for this liner, I'm going to just overline my lip. Just the upper part of it. And over it, I'm going to line my lips again using the lip liner from NYX, and it is in the shade Cannes. It's to define that I have a lip liner on. It would complement the lipstick. I'm going to use this matte ink Super Stay from Maybelline. I'm going to put a very thin layer at the sides of my lips. So I'll make sure there's only a little bit of product on it. And for the center of my lips, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty matte lipstick, and I'm in the shade Bombshell. So that would create a dimension. And then I'm going to get a little bit of eyeshadow and untap it. And to lock this look, I'm going to spray this with a MAC Fix Plus, and this is in the scent Cocoa. This has been my favorite among all the scents that they have. It's almost finished. I hope I can still get some product from here. I hope that you like this look and you've been enjoying so far. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, come back, and let's have fun. I'll see you on the next video. Mwah.